Hey Panther fans, we're here with Coach Fuller, talk about the freshman JV teams. Thanks to Which for sponsoring the show. And Coach, as we get onto the season here, thought we'd talk a little bit about both squads, how they're progressing, the progress from the beginning of the season, right, and where you think they're at the moment.
I think, both the progress from week 1 to now with both groups. I'll talk about our freshmen first. With the freshmen I've mentioned before, they come in from 3 different middle schools, and a couple of kids weren't even in the district when they came in. So from day 1 until now, they've made incredible strides. Now we have had some injuries. We've had to adjust some things, but just their level of being able to execute our offense and defense, being able to tackle and get off tackles and block, they have improved dramatically from day 1 till now, and it's showing on the field. They're a confident group. Last week, I think 2 weeks in a row now, we've won all 4 sub-varsity games, both freshman games, both JV games, and that's it's always fun when you can do that, when you can have a sweep, we call it, for the week. It's good for everybody, but yeah, they're doing a good job, and we're getting a lot of quality work with them. With every coach on our staff is out there Monday and Tuesday with those guys, just really breaking it down into smaller parts and just working on fundamentals. And that's the key to the freshman year really is to teach them the fundamentals of our system, to get them playing confidently and playing together and excited about playing the next year. And I think so far we've accomplished that. This week we've had to scramble. Our alternative doesn't have a freshman B team, so we picked up a game with Cistercian for our red team. So that should be exciting. And
somebody we haven't played.
Somebody we haven't played. We're not real sure what they do. Their coach did want to make sure that we understood he wasn't trying to get this game to come recruit our players. So hopefully that won't happen. But it's been a really good year. The good group of kids, responsible, hardworking. Just fun to be with every day, and it's fun to watch their progress. From the JV standpoint, I think I had a conversation with a parent after the first 4 games about our JV red team, who's just really distraught about how they had been struggling on the scoreboard, and we just talked about, hey, they're getting better. The bottom line is that they're playing games and they're getting experience, and they're learning how to play their position, so that one day when they're on the varsity, they'll be better prepared for it. And since those first 4 games, we haven't lost. We've won 4 in a row. They've been scoring a lot of points, and they've been playing. Some of the best teams we played were early, and they played some teams that weren't as good as those first couple teams, but we've been beating most of them pretty handily. I would like to go back now and play some of those teams from earlier in the year with those guys. JV, always the challenge with the JV black team is that there's guys bouncing back and forth from varsity. We would prefer to have a sophomore or a junior, if he's not going to start on Friday night, to play on Thursday night, to get him some playing time. But sometimes with injuries or somebody being ineligible, or for whatever reason not being available, sometimes we have to play those guys up. And the last couple of weeks we've had to move some guys up, partly to protect our starters and to get them some Friday night experience, games that we thought we might, not putting the cart before the horse, but games that we thought we might be up, in the second half to get some Friday night game experience, and that's been really good. We've had a running back, a couple of receivers, a DB, a defensive lineman. We've had probably somebody at every position really that's come up and gotten some game night experience, and they've had a good month and have improved each week, and looking forward to another good game tonight and finishing it up next week with LD Bell.
Good. Injuries on those teams. How's the health of everybody?
It's about what you would expect at week 8. The thing we haven't had is any catastrophic injuries. And by that I mean too many ACLs or broken broken bones that are going to take a long time to heal. We have had some of those things, and not to make light of any of those. We just haven't had a rash of them. It's been years. I'm talking to the trainer from Marcus, and I think they've had 7 ACLs on one team this year. They've all required surgery, and 5 or 6 more, surgery, season-ending type things. And those are just, like I mentioned earlier, those are awful things to see kids go through, and just it really helps you. It's a lesson in perseverance in life when those things happen. But they're relatively healthy, and they're getting better as we progress. They're doing a great job of giving the varsity a look of our opponent every week, and hopefully we can close it out with a win tonight and another win next week for all of our teams.
Good. Well, thanks, Coach, and thanks to Which. We'll be back with you next week to see how we do.
Thank you.